Bodine52 with you. How are you, folks? Question of the day is, 3 weeks from now, Mrs. Bodine and I are going on our first motorcycle vacation. Over 2,000 miles. And I know that's not a lot to many of you, I am sure, but it's a lot to us. And sometimes what Mrs. Bodine would normally say was, "Oh my gosh, what should I pack?" Stay tuned. How are you, folks? Hope things are well with you, and I'm getting excited. Been getting a lot of things done to Big Mama, my 2018 Ultra Limited, and we're getting closer to the first motorcycle vacation. Mrs. Bodine and myself are going to be going on between, 2,000 and 3,000 mile ride with HDR and his bride, and it is our first motorcycle vacation, if you will. And we are pretty excited about the adventure. We've not done something like that before on a motorcycle, and pretty excited. So the question is, as Mrs. Bodine says, what do I need to pack? Now, let me start off by saying I used to have a 2016 Street Glide Special. And Mrs. Bodine, at the beginning, wasn't real happy I started riding motorcycles again. I rode them in college, or just outside of college, but not for many, many years after that. And she went from, I don't think it's a good idea to ride a motorcycle, it's dangerous. There was a death in her family, cousin or something when she was young, to, oh, okay, they're not so bad, to, okay, I like riding these, to, okay, let's go on a long trip, but to do that we need, some more comfort for me on the back of the bike, and, long story short, new bike, and here we go. So now the question is, what do we pack? Now, I do have, and have done a video on the top 5 things that I love about this motorcycle, and I'll actually link that in the description for you if you want to take a peek at that. And one of it was the storage. And since we have bought some luggage to go along on the luggage rack, so we should have plenty of room. But so what do you take, though? So HarleyDayRider and his beautiful bride, who've done a couple vacations over the last couple of years. One, I think they were actually both 2 weeks long. I'll also put a link down in his channel. You can go check them out. And we watched those, and super fun, right? But their coaching to us was, hey, a couple pair of jeans, a bunch of t-shirts, some tennis shoes, some undergarments, and you don't need anything else, because we'll wash stuff if we need stuff. Plus you're going to pick up t-shirts on the way, and so maybe some tennis shoes. So it doesn't seem like a lot. Now, many of you know Mrs. Bodine from being on my channel, or on our channel I should say. I should probably call it the Bodines, shouldn't I? That sounds more like a rock group. But I'm not sure that she's going to be good with just packing 3 or 4 shirts and a couple pair of jeans. So my question of the day is that advice solid? I think it is. And then, on top of that, what helmet do you bring? So, a lot of debate on whether you should wear a helmet or not. If you do, people wear different types of helmets, right? I happen to be a guy that likes a full face helmet, as much for vlogging and safety. Mrs. Bodine has both as well, and I have a half helmet, she has a half helmet, and she has a full face helmet. So that was the question on which one to bring. And, because once you're kind of going, right? You're not stopping for another helmet. So that's another question, is which helmet should we bring? Because it will be the second week in July. So it is going to be a little bit warm, I'm going to imagine. We're still trying to figure out where we're going, but it looks like we're going to go down south, maybe go down to the Carolinas, ride the Smokies. It looks like that's the trip. We were originally going to go up the East Coast, up to Maine, but it's kind of thinking through both options. And that's a great thing about going on a motorcycle vacation. You just kind of figure it out, make a path and go, right? So we're super excited about that, but want to make sure that we have brought the things that we need. You know, obviously we're going to bring rain gear, some tools, you know, all that type of stuff that you need for the motorcycle. But what do we bring for us? So help me out, folks. If you have gone on a week or longer motorcycle vacation, where'd you go? How many miles did you go? And what's your suggestion? Because we need it, because it's coming up soon. I'll actually show you a picture of the bag we got. So plenty of space, I think, as long as we don't overpack. And you know how that goes. And I'm not going to touch who overpacks the most, men or women, because that's only going to get me in trouble. But you know. All right, folks, that is it. While the 4 female subscribers I have are now leaving me, thank you for stopping in and watching my video. Appreciate you, and look forward, as always. The greatest thing about doing this is getting comments and being able to talk to people, and that's the fun part. So thanks for coming along on my little bit of a journey today, and I think we'll have to title this Motorcycle Vacation, What Should We Pack? Be safe, folks, and thanks again.